Okay, I am starting here once again, mainly because of the simple thing that I changed things. The one thing that I did not change is, or pretty much not do, is pretty much prepping in terms of positioning. And yeah, because there has been some change logs, what I have just shown will be explained as the second thing, because the first thing is something else first. On November 17th, use less lines for ending credits. Well, because of how the credits is being shown, there are like bitmap tags or something. I'm not really sure what they are called again. And yeah, I did several arrays, and I am adding them at points, even though I could have actually have them there where they actually had been originally even, so whoops on that part. November 18th, adjust system message display according to lines and characters. Last time it was only one line, yeah, this time it was another line as well. It is going to show pretty much the black bar is going to come as far down as there are lines. I managed on doing that. Can pretty much be the full screen, so to speak, so even that far. Also, the duration, how long it will be keep on showing, depends on the amount of characters shown, so that one has enough time to read all of this. Yeah, pretty much that. Next, on November 19th is pretty much also another reason for all of that, but I am not sure if it's actually, that's one thing that I haven't checked, if it's actually both or just, nah, it's just either. So yeah, even if here it would be a little bit off, one can push the... Yeah, if one places just one player and one is the player 1, so left side, I can pretty much press the right control button to do stuff. So yeah, November 19th, add ability to restart gameplay. Control C, that is doing gameplay. I added that. It had been... I'm not really sure where it had been added. So yeah, no, actually it was Simply Love, I think, that had it. I pretty much brought it over just so that it's pretty much possible. But it's not restarting the gameplay stuff, but it restarts at the point where stage information shows pretty much that animation and whatnot, and then goes to screen gameplay, because some things are being set up during stage information, which is critical depending on what is being done. According to that, also November 20th, FA score display during gameplay corrected. That is pretty much only for score type score. That is because of the fact that, yeah, I checked, and on 4x3 or pretty much on vertical screen, the 100 million of the score, so to speak, pretty much goes into the BPM graphic of the top part. So yeah, I had to adjust stuff if it goes there. So there is another check for widescreen and whatnot. And if it's pretty much widescreen, then it should be using the full length. Otherwise it will be squished a little bit so that it fits in. So yeah, November 21st. Fix score display. Also for score type score. And that was during evaluation the F for FA, because apparently I copied over something that shouldn't even be there. That's why it's like squished and whatnot. And I did the same thing for the score again, because apparently I didn't do it everywhere. Or I'm not really sure what I have there, because I need to understand. I need to read it a bit more, but it takes time to understand. Next thing on that same day, fix accidentally not showing column data during evaluation. Pretty much certain things are not being shown if one is on autoplayer, and because of that it is also the column data falls into that. I have separated that, so it is now even if one is having autoplayer, it is still being shown. So yeah, yesterday on November 22nd, fixed offset / column if offset is off. What was that? Yeah, apparently that was the other thing over there for because it had the offsets also count in the judgments, so even if it has been turned off, there won't be any judgments even if they will be shown. So whoops on that part, and has been fixed on that. And yeah, that was actually the one where I moved things around. So what did I do the last one? I'm not really sure. Potentially I just made it shown. And today I added set pacemaker fail. So if one is not making the pacemaker, it will be shown to the left of the score, or to the right if one is player 2, and if the stats are not in the way. For that, one can pretty much just go over in here, hold F3, and pretty much press 6 to rendering stats off, on, off, on. Pretty much I keep it on because I would like to see stuff if stuff happens and whatnot. And that is pretty much it. I still have other things in the background that I am still working on, or pretty much I would be actually saying for certain things, what I said last time about groove stats, about that, I'm still nowhere near on doing stuff with that, because I am, even though I have most of the things, one thing that I haven't checked are just 2 things, pretty much score data. I'm not sure what's going on with that. And pretty much auto submitting the score, and as well as the square thingamajiggy. Something Q, was it? It's not QB. Can't be that. For fuck's sake, I don't have it. I don't have it in the mind, so I'm not really sure what it's called again, but still. Whoops. And it seems like there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. So that is a whole lot of nothing and something at the same time. And it's short. Well, that's something. In terms of stuff I am actually going through, this is there. Choose the result if the pacemaker is not met. If it's being turned on, like a restart, it is pretty much displaying percent. on the side if the score type has not been selected. If it's being selected, it will only show the threshold percentage. Like, yeah, I'm not really sure. Is it 50% in here? I think it's actually 48 or something. I'm not really sure how what it was again. But I will not show it off because, yeah. And pretty much like in here, this one and fail is pretty much like a sudden death. So, yeah, I have that. And yeah, another something that's pretty much somewhere else is accurate. Because of me having supernova scoring, I am pretty much making it accurate in terms of it's not doing it percentage-wise, like it may be actually doing. But I actually have it score-wise, so if any score has been set, so to speak, like 995,000 for Flare 10, it is then going to pretty much say, if I go below that, actually it may also even be exactly that. So, unless it is not being like that, I am very much unsure of things. I'm not sure if I fixed that, but it could be anywhere on that. I may need to fix certain other things with that as well, so yeah, not sure. It was very quick, what the hell? And apparently it may not even be that on other things. Or there may have been something else to that still. Also, yeah, pretty much I said something on displaying short ones. That's how it's being shown off as. And okay, I'm not sure about that original 7. But still. Okay. So now I'm not really sure if I'm going to do the that actually aid. Maybe let's just go. It's not constant, so yeah. That was the bullshit. Don't like it. Well, at least it's all doable, but it's okay, it's not really long. But there are multiple. Also, I didn't may need to do this one after this song, and I need to remember that because I do not know the halfway point. Sound mastering. Go. Whoops. That was a little bit of something. was bad. I failed and cleared at the same time, since I still got the last ones. Fuck off. Yeah, because of stuff in here, I need to do... Okay, this will take quite a while because of all the loading that is needing to be done for stuff. In actuality, it doesn't need to actually... Nah. For those, it doesn't do the one thing that I have now added. It should be pretty much apparent that I have also updated the step cache. Pretty much that is the reason why everything is being done in here, and I forgot to do that one for there. So, 63, so it would be 32. Okay, L is the last one. I'll be having it here. Just have it there, so that I can pretty much even see it there. There we go. That is... Oof. Another one of those. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're not the only one in here. Well, I have at least two. Let's check. And it's in here. This time around. So yeah, quite nicely charted. I like the patterns. And usual, I'm now mostly only getting ones. They're just barely over in there. Also, what is it with the sound mastering in general? It's all quite loudish. There's actually a preview in here. And that 7 is not a 7, so I'm not even attempting that since it's apparently an 8, and fuck off, you asshole. is pretty much a bot thing. Like I said over in here, if I accidentaled, I have stuff about that in the profile. But if it turns out it's not, you're permanently banned. Bots are still even allowed in here. Seriously, in terms of bots, it should be auto-banned. Or even anyone that is using an API. Unless it has been whitelisted. Otherwise, auto blacklist on any mod bots. I mean, they should be either whitelisted or modded to pretty much go around that. I'm not sure if most of the things are actually not being loaded in here or not. Or just don't have it in general. So in regards of that, I should be potentially checking if I can make a fallback background. I should have actually checked if I can do that. But yeah. Like I said, in terms of stuff, if I accidentally banned anyone, I should be getting a note. I'm not getting any, so it was a bot. If not, then you make yourself a bot by having it that way. Okay, fuck off with the holes in here, you asshole. They are unnecessary. It's been set as a 7, but it's actually not, so what the hell happened? And in terms of everything, it is close to this one. Maybe it's because of the end section and it's more thorough, so to speak. And that is the reason for that. Again with the sound mastering, seriously. Also, where those kicks, the conflict kicks, so to speak? I'm not really sure when conflict entered and won. Also, in retrospect, I may have an idea what those nodding off thingamajiggies had been about. I think my blood pulse was too low, that's the reason. That's why I was also complaining about songs making me fall asleep. That was back then. I would be potentially saying it was also the reason because I was playing in the dark without the flashing lights coming from below. It being more like that on pop and music because of the bigger controller. Still. Wasn't that hard. It would be potentially saying easy has been only pushed high because of the end section. This one is pretty much overall that, so it should have actually been a 5 if most. Okay, fuck off in here. Immediately. Also because of the beginning part there being a light, it's being misrated. Why would it be going there, that way? If it's... It should be... It should be going this way, you fucking ass. Seriously. You have a backwards piano. Sheesh, what the hell is going on there? Especially he, sheesh. Still, going on in here, and apparently it's easier than what's been set to. The usual. I just now noticed, is it that maybe, I'm not really sure about that, I need to check that. I thought down bottom left being off and back on again. And maybe because of screen transitions? Okay. Also, in regards of things, is it pretty much normal that if outside is cold and inside it's in, the room moisture is going down? Usually I had to use the humidity, I mean. The room's humidity goes low. I usually had it the case that I had to use the humidifier. There we go. To get stuff low, but apparently I don't even need to do that if it's cold. Also, this one is hard again. What the hell? Also, is that one. Yeah, it wasn't even the hard section, so of course I will be going to fail in here. There had been a developer song already, same source, but that is something new, and it actually is also older. Newer, I mean. The other one is older, that's the original that I was actually thinking about, so yeah. I really hope that this one is not the halfway point, so for this point, otherwise it's going to be, whoops,